welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is having a fabulous day today. So this is part 2 of my Shop My Stash review from the 11th. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. So yeah, this is the makeup portion. So if you want to see the skincare portion, check out the videos. That was really fun. I'll also explain why my hair looks like garbage and why I feel like garbage. But that's beside the point. Let's get into the makeup. So that is what I'm physically wearing on my face. I only put in the products that I wouldn't use upon the regular, so like my foundation, my concealer, my Kat Von D Trooper eyeliner. None of those are in this because I don't want to talk about them each and every week because I will say the same thing every day each and every week. I love them. Or I'm trying to get the things like with my, what is it, Maybelline under eye thing? I don't know. Concealer. So let's get straight into this. I'm literally just going to pick up products at random. So the first thing I want to talk about is my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. So I own all of the large Toothface. I almost said toothpaste. What the fudge is a toothpaste? That's an insult to this company because I love them. But they have 4 main palettes. So they've got Chocolate Bar, Semi-Sweet, Bonbon, and Peach. I want to say Peach is now a permanent part of their collection. I feel like it is. I feel like it's now a permanent collection because they're like money maker. Everyone wants to smell like peaches. So just like the other 3 chocolate palettes, it does smell of chocolate. He's really pretty. So that's just what he looks like. Yay, yay, yay. Super excited. Out of all of the palettes, I probably think this one's my least favorite of the Too Faced ones. Just because I feel like they're all very similar in tones. They kind of like, it reminds me of a Naked palette, and the thing I don't enjoy most about the Naked palettes is there's not a lot of variety, which is a little strange, especially since like Urban Decay is all about like that crazy over the top color. I mean, the only main ones that I used is I loved the Butter Pecan, or Pecan, whatever you call it. I call it pecan because I don't pee in cans. He is very similar to the highlight that I was wearing. Well, not really, but like he looks really good. I love him. I used him under my brow bone. And then I liked Pink Sugar. It just didn't have a lot of pigment. That's this one right here. It's got a beautiful pink glitter in it, and I love that. It's a very pale pink. I wish it was a darker pink. And then I guess it just has more mattes than what I'm used to. I don't know. I just didn't enjoy them very much. I felt like a lot of the colors were just very dark. And I normally like a lighter color because I really only use like a semi-dark color for my transition on my lid. And then I always have like a dark color in my outer edge that I buff out to smoke out my eye. I don't know. And then I used the, what was it, caramel. I literally put this on. I was like, this is like a really dark caramel color. And then I was like, oh my goodness, its name is Caramel. Duh. He looked terrible on me. I think I actually wore him in one of my videos. I hated it. It was horrible. So yeah, he's not my favorite. He's still a nice palette. He's just not my favorite for my taste and what I typically do for my makeup. But he's good. I would give him like, I don't know, 5 out of 10. Would recommend. I don't know, do you recommend under 5? I have no idea. And it, like, well, I guess it depends on a scale. If you're doing a 1 to 5, then yeah, it's foul. Let's get into the other products now. So next thing, since it's right in front of me, the Bobbi Brown Mascara. So I know this little sucker in my hand is worth $15 because he's half of his mama's full size, which is only a 0.02 and he's a 0.01. Hate it. I think his formula is bomb. It doesn't, so when I do my mascara, I typically do like coat upon coat upon coat because I like a really thick full lash, and I'd rather cake on 50 pounds of mascara than put on a fake lash. I ain't got time for fake lashes, but I got time to put on 50 pounds of mascara. It does make sense. Yeah, back into this. So I like its formula. I like that I can literally transition from one lash, go and do the other one and come back, and it hasn't fully set, but it's enough that it still can be coating. The only thing I don't enjoy about it is his wand. So I doubt you guys can really see that, but his wand, it's really tight. I still like it. It looks like a wand that you find on like a cheap drugstore mascara. Like a really cheap one. I like it. Love his formula. Didn't like his wand. Would not recommend him. Next thing was from Urban Decay. It was their All Nighter makeup setting spray. I do think he works really, really well. What I don't like is I felt like I was spraying alcohol on my face. That's what he smells like. I don't like him. And I want to keep using it because I want to go through it, and it does work really well. I just don't like him. I don't like his smell, and that's a big turn off for me. I'm so sorry, Mr. Makeup Setting Spray. I feel like they have other words, but this is just like, I hate you, I love this thing, and you can like suck it. I know I've tried another one of theirs. It's not the All Nighter. I can't remember what it is, but I want to say that one actually smelled good. Or maybe I'm confusing it with the Benefit one. I don't know. Well, there's that. Let's talk about the 3 lips that I used. So, I have no idea what I called this in my first video, but I was actually looking on its packaging and it actually tells me that this is their Drench Lip Splash Lipstick from Tarte. I don't know what, I think I just called it like the Rainforest by the Sea because it's like, it looks like the similar packaging. So it was really nice. I loved how like hydrating this lipstick felt, even though it's technically not a hydrating lipstick. It's what I originally thought it was. That was one of the hydrating lipsticks. But it's really pretty. It's a nice pretty mauve color and it goes on really, really well. I liked it. I liked that it doesn't dry matte. It's very much a cream. Next one that I used was from Smashbox, and it's one of their Be Legendary lipsticks, and this is in the shade Inspiration. He was probably one of my favorite lips that I used this week. He's a nice, pretty, bright, not really fuchsia, but kind of fuchsia. I guess it's actually how they probably would describe it. I don't know. It's a bright pink. I really liked it. I love the Formula Smashbox lipsticks. They stay really nice and well, and I like the cream ones. I like cream lipsticks over matte lipsticks because they don't feel as drying on my lips because obviously mattes are drying. And then the last one is the one I'm physically wearing on my lips, and it was from the Sephora collection, and this is one of their creamy lip stains, and this is the rouge one, shade 1. It's a nice pretty bright red. So my thing about this one is I love the formula. I love how it stays. I know when I think I'm gonna kiss my back of my hand. It doesn't transfer. But the thing is, if you actually go to rub it, like, I'm gonna rub on my finger, it totally comes off. So there's that. Also, I'm like, did I just flick you guys off by like rubbing the wrong finger? I totally do all the time. I end up rubbing everything with my middle finger instead of my pointer finger. I'm a weirdo. But yeah, so I liked its formula when it went on, but my thing about it, you probably will notice as my skincare video went on, because the inside part of my lip, like I don't know if it's doing it yet. I'm gonna actually look in the mirror. It's starting to. You'll notice that I have like this almost pink line that's coming in on my lips. It's because as you talk, and me, obviously when I'm using my videos, I talk a whole awful lot, it comes off. So you end up getting this weird streak of your natural lip around it, and it's not cute. It's not cute at all. Would not recommend. His color is pretty, but that formula and the way it comes off, I'm like, no. I do not want to have a mirror on me every 5 minutes going, did I talk off my lip yet? No. Hate it. But yeah, so definitely my favorite is the Smashbox one. He was bomb. Next thing I want to talk about is my Becca highlighter, which I am loving. I feel like a glazed donut. Who actually wants to feel like a donut? Me. But yes, this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade Moonstone. I love it. It's just a very beautiful, like a creamy highlight tone. It's just gorgeous. I love the shine and shimmer that it produces. It's amazing. 10 out of 10. Recommend. It's like, it's not too powdery, but it's almost like a creamy kind of feeling. It feels like velvet. I love them. Next thing I want to talk about is the 2 blushes that I use. So I used a Tarte one, which is the one I'm actually wearing on my cheekbones today. I love Tarte blushes. This one's in the shade Entertain. I also love that Tarte's ingenious and doesn't put a mirror on it. Like the Becca. Why do you put a mirror on this? Like, no one is putting on their highlighter with this going, okay, let me see. Wait, let me position that little itty bit of mirror so I could just get, like, the right part of my cheek. But no one's doing that. They're like, give me the giant palette to do my makeup. But yeah, Tarte's nice and, like, doesn't include that. They're like, save that packaging. But yeah, I love this. It has a little bit of, like, a shimmer to it, but I love how buildable the Tarte ones are, and they're not, like, I just really like the formula. It like works great for like how I like to do my makeup, because when I put it on, it's very easy to blend out and I can just constantly pick up more. Loved them. And then the other blush I used was from Too Faced, and this is from their Love Flush Love Hangover. That's the shade. I think Too Faced also doesn't put a mirror in these itty bitty ones. Nope, they're smart too. I love that. Why do I sniff everything? Everything from Too Faced does not smell like chocolate. It should. Or peaches. Actually, just peaches. If you just made everything smell like peaches, I'd be so happy. I bought a Bath & Body Works candle because they remind me of the peach pellet. That is when you know you have a problem. But besides the point. So this blush, I really liked it. I love the color, but its pigmentation is so intense. Like, I'm used to my Tarte ones where I kind of dip my brush and go back and forth like 2 or 3 times, and then I apply it to my cheeks. You need to like stroke this once on your brush and then come back for more, because I put him on and I was like, oh my word. I look like a clown. I look like a terrifying clown because I want to say I had a bright red lip on. I was just like, no, this is not a cute look. I look like a circus performer and it was not adorable. But I really enjoyed this. I loved both these blushes. They were fabulous. And then last product. So the last thing that I used was from Buxom, and this is one of their, like, what is it? Hold the Line Waterproof Eyeliner Crayon, and this is in the shade Come Over. It's a beautiful brown eyeliner. I, hands down, 10 out of 10, recommend. I love Tony's what I'm wearing right now. I love the consistency. I love, like, literally, like, it's very, it is like butter on your lids as you're like putting it on. It felt amazing, but I think my favorite part about it is it has a beautiful gold glitter in it, and so it just looks really, really pretty. The only thing I don't like about it is that you do have to sharpen it, which you guys know I'm lazy and I don't feel like doing that, so I wish they had like a turn one, but I loved its formula. This was fabulous. Would recommend you get this even if you do like have to sharpen it. But that is it. I think that is all that I used from Makeup World. Makeup World. It is like a little world in my bedroom of all the makeups. It's kind of disgusting, but I love them. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you do want to get notifications for my videos, make sure you hit that little bell button because that's the only way you get notifications. Why? I have no idea. YouTube. If you do want to follow me on my social medias, I'll put a link down below to all my social medias. Stay foxy, guys.